What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trey's Trades, where we do a technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as give a buy, hold, or sell opinion on the given stock. I have to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert. I am just some random dude on YouTube, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But with that being said, let's take a look at FUBO Incorporated. Now, this morning I was browsing through today's volume movers. I like looking for the abnormal volume in the market because I think that's typically where money is going. And FUBO popped up on my radar. I also saw it on StockTwits yesterday. Did not pay it much attention, but holy crap, this thing has been getting some momentum, and you might not be seeing the end of it quite yet. Now, what is FUBO? FUBO is an online streaming company, and these seem to be, to me, basically the next EV plays. That is, the streaming services are getting so much hype right now. There are some analysts that are saying that FUBO is like Netflix from 10 years ago, so take that for what it is. It could mean that this company 10 years from now could be worth a lot more than it is. Personally, I think that's a bit of a stretch. I feel like Netflix is always going to dominate the streaming services, but you never know. There's no way of predicting. So where do I see this going? Well, let's take a look at some analysis on FUBO. I've got the 30-day chart pulled up here, and if you look back on the 24th, it hit a high of 24.90, and ever since then, you know, it kind of flirted with this resistance line, but it always came back down, flirted with it, came back down. Huge spike. This is what I would consider a false breakout. Came back down. Look here. This is a real breakout, guys. This is huge. We're above the volume moving average, the VMA. The bulls had complete control over this stock the last 2 days, and I think they still are going to have complete control of it further down the road. Now, there is some catalyst that pushed this stock up even higher yesterday, and it is a new price target for this stock. Analysts have given this a 50% upside, which is massive. That's definitely brought in some abnormal volume to the stock. You can see here in a 30-minute window that we got 5,300,000 shares that were sold or bought. And that is huge compared to their normal numbers, you know, 307,000. 159,000, even the highs here, 1.5 million. This is a significant spike. And to be honest with you, I think there's a little bit of FOMO that you're going to see go on with this stock. And FOMO isn't all bad. FOMO can be good. There are people that will get burned with FOMO, but there are people that can take advantage of FOMO too. So if a stock is being bought purely out of emotions, which is how most short-term investors are going to invest their money, is out of emotions, you can capitalize on that. That is a perfect opportunity for a day or swing trade deal. Personally, if I was to get into this stock, what I would do is take a look at the patterns here when this stock opens. So typically, what are you seeing out of this company when the stock opens? Well, you see a slight dip here. You see a dramatic limit order sell-off here, followed by a rebound. You see a slight limit order here. You see a big increase here. And keep in mind, this is Wednesday. This is when the news came out saying that FUBO has 50% upside. You see that same thing again here. Pretty dramatic climb right off the bat, which is a little bit surprising because that means the hype is still here. However, be a little bit weary because eventually you are going to run out of catalyst. You know how the old saying goes, buy the hype, sell the news, and eventually the news is going to dry up. So this is, I think, a little bit riskier of a play, but I do think there is potential. You just need to really pay attention to how this play reacts when market opens. So I think this prior resistance level, you can see this is where the stock sort of broke out. This could act as a new level of support at very worst, but I do not think you're going to see it drop all the way back down to 3106. That's a pretty significant drop in price. I'm not great at math, but I think that's about 20%, maybe a little bit less, but I think you might see it at 3106 at the very worst, or you could see it come down to this level, 35.87, maybe a hair lower if you want to get a couple more candlestick wicks in here, 35.50. I think this is a very safe assumption to say that, you might see a drop beyond this, but I'd be very surprised if it does. So this could be a good entry point if you want to get into this stock. So if you were holding this stock, what should you do? Well, personally, I think I would set a 5% stop loss on my profits at this point. Let's say that you entered at the base here at 28.83 and you're sitting at 36.77. You've already almost returned $10 per share. That's a phenomenal win, if you ask me. That's a 30% gain in 2 days. And most traders' mistakes with trading is that they get greedy. We're not gambling, guys. This is a business. And while you don't want to cut your chances of more upside, which is why we're not selling, we're setting a stop loss, you also don't want to get greedy and lose all the profits that you made just because you wanted a little bit more. You're always going to make more in the long run getting to first base or second base than swinging for a home run in a couple of days. If you're not in this stock, what should you do? I think you do have potential to get into this stock if you are not already. However, you do need to be careful because we've seen 2 days in a row of abnormal volume, and the market is always changing. If this volume drops, that's something to pay attention to. You're going to see a lot less volatility in your stock, and you might get stuck holding the bag. So volume pushes volatility. Let's take a look at how many shares outstanding we have with FUBO. FUBO. What am I doing? Web move, guys. FUBO. So here we are. Shares. Let's try something else. I know a good one. BinViz, there we go. Sorry for wasting you guys' time. Anyways, shares outstanding. We are looking at 67.56 million. So, if there's 67 million shares that this company owns, and in a 30-minute window, you're selling or buying 5,300,000, that is a very large percentage of the shares. That's nearly 10% of the shares. And if you are going to hold 10% of the shares, that is going to increase the demand. You are inevitably going to be stopping somebody else from getting those shares. So they're going to be willing to pay more to get them. So that explains volatility. And if you lose this volume, you lose the volatility. So you really do need to pay attention. If you have a program like Fidelity Pro, Webull, Ameritrade, something where you can get real-time analytics on volume, I think that's something that you're really going to want to pay attention to here. Otherwise, that is all I have on FUBO today. Thank you for coming to the channel. I appreciate the love. If you liked the video, then please like the video. If you didn't, dislike it too. I don't really give a crap, man. All helps the YouTube algorithm. I have a goal of getting to 50 subscribers by the end of the week. We're currently at 7, so if we can get 7 a day, we just need one extra Joe to be an awesome guy and help us out here, guy or gal. Thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.